Let's get these boys in here. And again, take a look at the team Atho. We got SS Aline, Atho, man. We got so many Pharaohs. Craze, Kane, Omega. Yo, can we not let a Pharaoh go first? Please, the Frost Mage or Atho. One of you guys, please go first. Oh my god, boys. We also got a team Blue. We got ourselves Choco. We got DJ. We got Klaus, Christina, and Night Hunter. Braco Beat. Oh my god, can we get a Sashimi in here? And we also got Matux in here too for the 5v5 1v1 Duels, boys, and for AJ Graham as well for these boys being fucking beautiful. Thank you, boys, for the donos. All we want is some real duels, man. Braco Beat. That's exactly what it was, Sashimi. Oh shit. Alright, Christina. Going up first, as a Feral, the team Blue-Red is trying to figure out who's going first, who's going last. I think they had an order where a Feral was supposed to go first, but because I was like, nah, let's not let a Feral go first. I didn't realize Christina could have gone first, but it's going to be Aline versus Christina. That's going to be an interesting setup. Frost Mage versus a Feral Druid. I honestly think Frost could maybe do well in duels, dude. I feel like Frost could do well in duels if you got a good setup of damage rolling. You can get CC back-to-back. Gonna be Christina opening up with a Rake, with a Batch. That's gonna be Blood of the Enemy coming down, and gonna be Ring of Frost for Alina with a Trinket out of Christina. That's huge. That's gonna be Trinket and most of Christina's cooldowns with a Blizzard. Hopefully able to tag to Christina in that Blizzard. Can't quite do it. Is gonna go for food immediately with a shield up and running. Gonna be heavily DR'd stuns though. And Christina is gonna get himself that healer Trinket rolling. Gonna be some Wombo combo coming out for Aline, trying to get the big shatter combo going with the Ray of Frost to carry for Christina as they're running behind the pillar. It's gonna go for a double blink to interrupt Christina on their cast, trying to get a Frostbolt, and does get interrupted on Frostbolt. We can still use the Crucible Flame in order to get some damage in with the Frostbolts to follow. Needs to build himself up some Icicles. Could go for an Ice Block a little bit early. Does have two of them as a Frost Mage. No self-heal, except for the Temporal. Does go for an Ice Block a little bit late. As soon as the Secret Seal try to bail out. Tries to go for a bit of an Ice Freeze. Or Ice Nova. Doesn't quite work. Does get hit with a Bash Up. And that's going to be Ring of Frost to follow. Christina is going to try to see if maybe we can get a Blizzard rolling. Oh, just going to get a Blizzard on top of Christina. That's all they can do. Christina is going to patiently wait. They're full of health, doing just fine. Aline needs to go for the kiting spree, man. Needs to go for the big kite. It's going to be a stun onto the mage as a drop down a frozen orb. If they go for a big setup with Comet Storm, Ice Lance, Ice Nova, full wombo combo, you can actually do quite a lot of damage to Christina. And it's going to go for a bit of a hot steal. Christina might as well never put up a rejuve on him ever, because for Aline, this is just going to be actually healing. Does drop down a Temporal. And Christina trying to avoid doing damage to them as best as possible, where Aline is actually able to get quite a bit of shatter damage rolling too. Blizzard getting dropped on one side. Christina not gonna go to that angle. And does catch a bit of a reset. Aline could go for maybe a freeze. I think he tried to go for a bit of a maybe Corner Cold. Trying to let a Palmer. I don't think that's the move right here, bud. I don't hear that's the move. That's gonna be Ring of Frost on top of Christina as they're frozen. But Aline has big dots on them. Do they have anything? No! Oh man, I was hoping for a Frost Mage, man. I was hoping for a Frost Mage bonanza damage. I was really hoping for so much there, man. Honestly. I was excited. I was super excited. But next up is going to be Atho versus Christina. Christina is going to catch a reset. So for Atho, this is going to be a Feral to play up against. Christina popping off. Their Trinket is happening a little bit early. With Thorns coming out, does get a 100. Christina forces out a Trinket, and it's going to go for what looks like a Crucible for a self-heal. Atho chaining up his strat. Going to be Blood of the Enemy, probably even at rank 3. So that's huge damage for Christina, but actually decides to peel away. As soon as you see Atho try to go for a bit of damage, does get a root. And it's going to get back in there, not letting Atho cast any self-heals. Trying to roll up a big stun onto Atho. Does force a trick out of him. Could go for a Hand of Freedom. Maybe go off for big damage just to go for the big Judgment playstyle. Does he have a Hodge to follow? Has wings up and running. Is that mid-long wings or is that full wings actually? That might be full wings. Does land a slow onto Christina with another pony up. Still staying on Christina's best possible. Shredding through the hell. Hodge coming down. This could be the big damage. Big Temporal could come out right here. Does drop down another Crucible. Barely any health left for Christina. Landing that renewal with Wall and Thorns, trying to peel Athoman off of him. Second set of wings for Atho. He just keeps on pumping with big damage on Christina, trying to go for the big executable damage, man. Trying to get a big EXE.exe damage rolling. But Crusader is still hanging on right now. Still hanging on. Still chilling. Athos swapping out to a Crucible might be huge here. Puts up quite a dot onto Christina as well. And when you pop in your wings, that's also extra damage during your wings. Especially if you go for a rank 3. I think that could be the big one shot. I know he's been going for the blood of the enemy, and I've been loving seeing the blood of the enemy play. Which you definitely should give a try in these duels. But I like the consistency, the self-heal he could do. Maybe that's the build he's going for, because apparently he said he figured out some sort of crazy self-heal build. We'll see at the end of the charts, I guess. 4 minutes in, haven't seen dampening yet out of these two. This duel might be going until dampening. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance for Atho. That's going to be huge burst onto Christina. That Shield of Vengeance is just reflecting back on him. And DJ is trying to see if he can get a polymorph. Trying to see if he can get a polymorph a little bit early. Looks like it's not going to happen. With the breath coming down, it's going to land a polymorph onto Atho. Atho still playing adaptation. That's going to be double poly out of DJ. With a greater power blast, second one getting launched up, does get hit with a Hodge. It's going to be intermediate trinket. And Atho is just going to try to see if he can get a setup on damage right now. Maybe he could go for a Hand of Freedom. No, actually, the freeze is going to break. That's going to be temporal for DJ. So Atho is not going to be able to get value out of the damage. Meteor missing completely. And DJ doesn't want to walk him back through the Meteor patch. But it's not going to happen. That's a trinket out of DJ, though. Atho, without adaptation, is going to be kind of out in the open. That's a huge heal he just got at the end there. I have no idea what healed him. Unless he maybe used Crucible on himself. Gonna be a repoly? Greater Pyro? On a repoly? Does actually get interrupted on fire damage at the end. Ring of Frost coming down. Atho could bubble this if you wanted to. Atho's just trying to go for a bit of AoE damage whenever you can. Second set of wings coming out, or maybe real wings coming out for him. Jin just has that just out of range damage onto DJ, and it's still just burning through him without being able to touch him. Polymorph coming down, could maybe bubble out of it. Adaptation coming in very soon. And DJ barely has any health. Might go for a big invis. Needs to get himself some food immediately. Is that what he's gonna go for? Atho just gonna mount up, dude. You can't stop a Paladin, dude. Paladin mounted up, missing the breath. Ooh, what a misplay. Polymer not connecting. Waiting out for the caught. Big caught coming down. That's gonna be a Crucible onto DJ. And he's just gonna go try to get himself all the instances in the world. Try to get a small heal rolling. That's gonna be Atho remounting up again. DJ does get himself a shield. Try to get a Polymorph, not gonna happen. Ice Block coming down. That's going to be adaptation for Atho. Immediately double poly though, and DJ is still in a bad spot right now. Choosing to go for greater power, but trying to see if he can all in Atho right now. Atho actually bubbling this, making sure there's zero possibility that he loses this duel. That's going to go for big damage into DJ though, cleaving right through him. And Vince trying to come out, doesn't look like he has anything left. And down they go. Next up, who's it going to be? Night Hunter. 7 minutes in, Atho is gonna start seeing his health slowly but surely deteriorating. That is gonna be a Siphon on one side. Eliminating the Siphon so he can continue healing. Look at this guy. So far he hasn't had to worry about his health at all. Hodge coming down onto Night Hunter. Try to see if he can get a trick out of him. Does go for big wings. That's gonna be a massive temporal for Atho. We're just gonna put Night Hunter back a bit. His trinket is doing quite a lot of damage though. That Shark is doing quite a number onto Atho. He's going to try to see if he can get a greater fade out of it. Dropping down a massive Shadow Crash on top of Atho. Trying to get his resources rolling with a Vampiric Embrace. Atho is just going to pop himself a Shield of Vengeance before his health goes down too quick. He's going to get that shield to pop. Doesn't look like he did the most amount of damage, however. Didn't have wings or anything, but looks like 900 might have pre-shielded himself for it. That's going to be a stun onto Atho, and with the stun being as short as it is, Atho's adaptation actually doesn't get him out of it. And Atho is going to go for self-heal with that Crucible, with a Hodge onto Night Hunter. Might be a trinket, but actually goes for a Disperse instead. And Atho is just going to go for Flash of Lights while he is next to him. So now both of these guys got himself a bit of a reset. Atho doesn't have a bubble at all, though. So Atho is still kind of down in defense, so that's going to be a Void Elf Racial coming down for Night Hunter with a Greater Fade. Unless he used a... because I'm pretty sure this guy's also Crucible. I was going to say maybe he used the Ripple in Space, Azeroth Essence, but that's going to be a big damage out of Atho, getting hit with a silence, and 900 just doesn't have a lot to work with. 8 minutes in, Atho is still doing just fine, and the heals that he's got going on. That Crucible might have been the play, dude. Extend the games, play for less big one-shot openers, but still give himself a little bit of better self-healing. Going to be Garrod out of Choco Tube. As he lands a Kindle Shot, is he going to go for a big setup onto Atho? Atho getting hit with a Kindle Shot. That's going to be a Maledict to follow, preventing Athoman's healing for a bit. So that's what Choco is going to go for. Athoman just doesn't have a big setup yet. He's going to go for Execution Sentence, however, on the Rogue. but he just doesn't have big damage to follow up. This is going to pony up. Big poison bomb for proc for Choco, and that's going to be evasion. As that's going to be minute-long wings, so Atlas still has the real wings if he ever needs to. Atlas trying to see if he can maybe get a Hodge on the Choco. Can he do it though? Hand of Freedom maybe? Hand of Freedom does come out. Choco looking for set up another kidney. This is taking quite a lot of damage too. Atlas pressing the Bob button, and Choco is looking to sprint out of that situation really quickly. And he's trying to bail out of there immediately. And Atlas cannot catch up to this guy. Choco might have himself a clean reset. Try to go for AoE, doesn't get it. And Choco does land another sap. Not going to be able to get adaptation out of him. Shouldn't go for a kidney shot. Go for like a cheap shot, man. Go for a cheap shot. Go road. Rupture, cheap shot maybe. Get the shot, force an adaptation immediately. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. Hodge onto Choco. That's going to be tricking out Choco with a blind onto Atha. And Atha got about 2 minutes left on that bubble. Still has Shield of Vengeance. Look at his health, man. Looking really, really healthy so far. 9 minutes in, 30% dampening. I'm really convinced that Atha does have his healing build on right now. Like a full-on heal build. That's going to be safe to get him forced out for Choco, though. He's running out of defenses, man, little by little. He's going to have a trinket in maybe about a minute from now. Because you do get a cooldown of a minute 30. Wait, could he be down right here? Oh, my God, before even a vanish. Oh, my goodness. Burst my baby. That's going to be Claws up next. Claws popping that incarnation of the bat as he does get a root into Atha. Get into melee with him. I don't know if that's the move right there. I don't know if that's what you want to do. After popping that Shield of Vengeance, trying to see if he can get it to pop next to Claws, and it's going to send him away with another Crucible Flame. Has wings up and running. That's going to be quite a lot of damage. Force him to check out our Claws immediately. And Atha's trying to see if he can juke out to the other side. Does get two trinkets out of the badge. Thorns around for Claws. And Atha so far has been very healthy. Using that Crucible defensively. Just trying to secure himself a win. Trying to make sure he can survive this. Another flashlight. Dude, this dude has been healing so much throughout this duel. The sustained heal that he has got going on has been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hodge onto Claws with wings up and running. I think that's going to be all she wrote, boys. Big Tempest Verdict slamming down. Oh my God, look at that healing, dude. Look at that healing. Did he run his healing build? Yes or no? I need to know, dude. I think he did. That's so much more healing. I know Paladins, you know, get to stand there and heal themselves and whatnot, but I think he legitimately has a self-heal build right now that he's been working on.